It's good. It's good for me because, like I always tell people, I got the home studio, so it really ain't impact me in the way of from doing my music because I record from home as well. I record from big studios, but as far as like that, it impact a lot of people because I know a lot of people couldn't get out and go to work and make their money and stuff like that. People wasn't able to work from their home because they wasn't used to doing that. But for me, it wasn't really no impact. I'm already kind of like a loner, so I only hang with the people I hang with. So I really wasn't tripping on like quarantining and distancing and things like that because I only hang with the same crowd of people. But pretty much, as far as the music wise, it give people more of a chance to sit down in the studio or at home and really like lock in and find themselves like who they are with the music. Because a lot of people, they just do music and they don't know who they are with music. You know what I'm saying? So it gave a lot of people time to just sit down and lock in and learn themselves with the music business, pretty much. Exactly. More rappers are not even rappers, just entertainers, period. There's anybody that's in the entertainment field. You know what I'm saying? You see more entertainers getting out here and getting their community and actually being hands-on with some of these people instead of just trying to talk through a phone. And most of the time, you don't get a connection that way. You see what I'm saying? Because it's way better when you're there and it's physically and it's mentally and you can actually feel the vibe and the energy coming from the person when you're there besides on the phone. So it actually helped out a lot of people in the entertainment business because they have to get out and be physically and mentally and hands-on with these people instead of just talking through the music now. So it really helped the people to touch out with the people that's entertaining and make them step up and play a better part in the neighborhood and their community and stuff like that. It have more of a meaning to it instead of you just going in there and you smoking your weed or whatever you're doing and just making music that sound good. Now they making music that you can actually listen to and it make you sit down and it kind of gets you to think about different things in different ways. It's definitely doing that. But myself personally, I always been a big fan of trying to make music that people can relate to and make sure I stay in tune to what's really going on and not just me going to the studio feeling good and making a bunch of music that sound good and it don't have no meaning behind it. It's just something that can make you move around and have fun to it. I definitely never been on that kind of music. So I just always been on music that means something and it gotta have a meaning behind it and just started making music. A lot of people make music like before what we were saying, before this everything was happening, people was just making music. But the music really didn't have no meaning to it. It was just, they got in the studio with a bunch of their friends, smoked their weed, whatever they did, and made the music. And it was good for that moment because that's what the vibe was. But you listen to that music 3-4 days later, you're like, I don't like that song because you don't even feel that same way you was when you was making that music no more. So now, what's going on? They making people sit down, like I was saying, they actually taking their time and thinking about what I'm gonna say right here and what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it instead of just, okay, I like that beat, song done. Now they taking their time and they thinking of actually trying to make you think of what they saying and make you get in their shoes so you can kind of walk their life. But it's definitely playing a big part now because people are starting to make more sensible music that you actually want your little son or your nephew or your brother or kids that's coming up to listen to instead of a couple months ago they making pull up, pop, perk. You're like, nah, my son ain't listening to that. You see what I'm saying? So it's definitely giving them a better meaning and making people rethink about what they saying on music now. It's definitely doing that. Well, like I really say with everything else, I just play my part and do my part. You know what I'm saying? This was just basically going to the studio, making good quality music that they can use and send out to people like you to connect with people like me. So with that being said how can I explain this? With that being said, like you saying, like the younger kids are tapping in with the social media, and a lot of kids was already doing that. It was more the older crowd, with the older generation of the people who was shying away from the social media, and it was more the up and coming generation who was feeding into it. So it helped out in a big way because the music, like you're saying, is shifting in pretty much now into everything is going to be digital and videoed, and so it is. You just got to have the right people around you, so it'll keep you going and moving and standing in the loop and not getting pushed out the box. Yeah, they don't got nothing to do but to be on their phone or on their computer all day. So now they got They got all the time to say, I don't listen to all the music on iTunes. Let me go listen to the music on iCloud. I don't listen to all the music on iCloud. Now let me go listen to some of the music on Spotify. So it's definitely giving people more streams and stuff like that in that nature, because like you said, it's nothing else to do. Either you're gonna be on your phone all day, or you're gonna be in the studio at your home recording or playing the game or doing something of that nature. So it's definitely helping a lot of people out in the streaming game, what we playing in now. So that plays a big part, but it's definitely helping out, because now people, they ain't got no choice but to be on their phone or on their computer and stuff like that, and to tap into this and that. Like TikTok, people wasn't TikToking like that. The virus came, people at home, they don't got nothing to do. They running out of ideas to do in the house, so they start TikToking. You see what I'm saying? So it definitely plays a major part right now. So all you gotta do is, like I say, just have the right people around you to make sure you stand in and make sure you doing what you're supposed to do.